welcome to my channel, Books, Fears, and Furs. My name is Leslie, and today we're going to be doing the pirate book tag. So get it together, RAPSCALLIONS. A big thank you to Kevin Towell for tagging me in this. He was tagged by Mark, and Mark was tagged by Dan. I will have a link to their tags and the details. This one just seemed like a quick, easy, fun one, and so here we go. Name your ship. Pick a book title that you want as the name of your fearsome vessel. I could not make up my mind what title, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to give two answers. One is Pinata, just because I thought that would be fun. And then there's a history going on there in this book regarding a haunting. So I thought, you know, it could be like a dark tale on a ship, or it could be basically like the party boat. The other option I came up with was Mothership. I just think that would be cool. Actually, maybe I'll use Mothership. Mothership just seems like a badass name, you know? We're just capable of so much. 2, pick your flag. Choose a creature or monster to put on your flag. I couldn't think of a creature that was fearsome that I wanted to use. So I decided to go with a cuttlefish, because a cuttlefish has the ability to like camouflage itself. It's basically like the chameleon of the sea. And I felt like that's such an adaptable trait. So I also think that if I'm a pirate and I run this boat, that could also be seen as like a bit insidious, a little bit manipulative. You're not really sure where I stand. So I thought that would be kind of cool. The first mate. Choose a character to be your second in command. I'm going to go with Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, because he may have me completely drunk at times, but I always know that I could lean on his advice when I need it. The Navigator. Choose a character to help guide your ship across the ocean. I'm going to keep this as a Song of Ice and Fire theme. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to choose Grey Worm. But I'm going to pick the version of Grey Worm and the adaptation of A Song of Ice and Fire, because we do see him on a ship at times, and he's just this, I don't know, he's just like this, there's this ruthlessness to him in a way that we don't always see, but he is this fierce warrior. And I'd want to have that person to have my back and also help me travel. The raiding crew. Choose 2 characters to board enemy ships and you're fighting for you. All right. So I went ahead and I cheated a little bit. I think with this, I'm supposed to choose characters from a book, but I couldn't help myself. As soon as I heard this question, I thought of Spanish Jackie, played by Leslie Jones. She's just absolutely incredible. And also, I was thinking of the character Yuda from the movie The Raid Redemption. So those are my choices. I'm going to be a little bit rebellious there. The Doctor. A pirate's life is full of danger. Choose a character to be your ship's doctor. I couldn't really think of a literary version, so I'm going to also be a little bit of a rebel here and pick someone a little bit of adjacent to books. And that is I think Dr. Gregory House from the television show House, because that's actually a character that is basically like the medical version of Sherlock Holmes. So yeah, I would go with Dr. House. He'll probably be going through all the drugs I have on the boat, if I have any. And he probably wouldn't be the best doctor, but if someone's on the brink of death, he's going to take care of them. The Lookout. Pick a character you trust to watch for danger and spot your foes on the horizon. I just recently read I accidentally slept with a vampire. No, I accidentally hooked up with a vampire by Jessica Cage. And there's a character, the main protagonist is Domino, which is just like the best name possible. So I'm going to go with Domino because no matter how much they may feel like they don't know how to quite put the one foot in front of the other, they're going to figure it out. They're kind of a badass on their own. 8. The entertainment. Pick a character to entertain your mates on the long, cold sea nights. I couldn't think of a fictional character, so I'm going to pick Zarna Garg, who just put out a memoir. She's a stand-up comedian, and she just had me laughing, but she's also just resilient and is just the kind of person that sees like adversity as a character builder in a way, but also, I mean, just hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And so she'd be an incredible fun time. The Poop-Deck Swabber. Choose a character you want to force to scrub the poop deck. Right off the top of my head, I'd say Armand from the Vampire Chronicles. I know he's been through a lot, but we're only in season 2 of Interview with the Vampire, which is just covering that first book. And after what he did to Claudia, I don't care how they're going to ride around that. I think that he needs to have some sort of consequence. So that's how I feel about that. All right, everyone. Thank you for participating and watching this. This was actually a lot of fun. It was so cute. Thank you, Kevin, for tagging me in this. Just remember that life is chaos. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and read more books. Bye.